Hi, I'm Tommy Orange, and my book There is Dua's monthly read for March. So after about a year of writing into There, I wasn't even calling it There then, I was working at the time for a nonprofit, and we had a Native Youth Suicide Prevention grant. And we did all this different kinds of programming for them. And one of the last things we did was, so my wife was the project director for this grant, and she put together an author's symposium or an author's reading series at the University of California in Berkeley. And I was writing the book privately, secretly. She knew that I was writing it because I was reading her parts of it as it came out. And basically, she made me read as part of this author series, even though I had not published anything and was not really even calling myself an author. And it's the scariest reading I ever did, even up until now. And it was for Oakland Native Youth, and it was from part of the prologue that is still in the book. And after the reading was done, they had tons of questions, and I think one of them was crying, and one of them came up and hugged me, and they just really connected to the work. And it gave me energy and belief in the work that, it took 6 years to write, and I was just a year into it. So it really gave me energy to keep going and the belief in it, to stay committed to it. Plenty of us are urban now, if not because we live in cities, then because we live on the internet. Inside the high-rise of multiple browser windows. They used to call us sidewalk Indians, called us citified, superficial, inauthentic, cultureless refugees, apples. An apple is red on the outside and white on the inside. But what we are is what our ancestors did, how they survived. We are the memories we don't remember, which live in us, which we feel, which make us sing and dance and pray the way we do. Feelings from memories that flare and bloom unexpectedly in our lives like blood through a blanket from a wound made by a bullet fired by a man shooting us in the back for our hair, for our heads, for a bounty, or just to get rid of us. Urban Indians were the generation born in the city. We've been moving for a long time, but the land moves with you like memory. An urban Indian belongs to the city, and cities belong to the earth. Everything here is formed in relation to every other living and non-living thing from the earth. All our relations. The process that brings anything to its current form, chemical, synthetic, technological, or otherwise, doesn't make the product not a product of the living earth. Buildings, freeways, cars, are these not of the earth? Were they shipped in from Mars? The moon? Is it because they're processed, manufactured, or that we handle them? Are we so different? Were we at one time not something else entirely? Homo sapiens, single-celled organisms, space dust, unidentifiable pre-bang quantum theory? Cities form in the same way as galaxies. Urban Indians feel at home walking in the shadow of a downtown building. We came to know the downtown Oakland skyline better than we did any sacred mountain range, the redwoods in the Oakland hills better than any other deep wild forest. We know the sound of the freeway better than we do rivers, the howl of distant trains better than wolf howls. We know the smell of gas and freshly wet concrete and burned rubber better than we do the smell of cedar or sage or even fry bread, which isn't traditional, like reservations aren't traditional. But nothing is original. Everything comes from something that came before, which was once nothing. Everything is new and doomed. We ride buses, trains, and cars across, over, and under concrete plains. Being Indian has never been about returning to the land. The land is everywhere or nowhere.